SBW Assignment Overview 1.08, Similarity and the Pythagorean Theorem. In this standard-based writing, you are going to use the sentence starters to complete the word problem as a paragraph. In the final sentence, you're going to answer the question. So your first sentence will say, I notice. Your second sentence will say, I think that. Your third sentence would say, I wonder why. And your fourth sentence is going to answer the question. The building is this many feet from the ladder. So let's look at this. We're going to look at the picture first, and you're going to type a sentence or two stating what you notice. So if I'm looking at this picture, I notice a tall building, and I notice a ladder leaning against the building. I notice that between the building and the ladder, we have a right triangle. If I measure out the building, the ladder as the hypotenuse, and the distance from the building, from the ground, or the distance of the ground from the building to the ladder. Now we're going to read the questions and type a few sentences stating what I think it's saying. So it says Windows Plus has been hired to clean the windows at a local office building. The windows of the greatest height is 24 feet. The apprentice uses a 25-foot ladder. So I know that the greatest height of the window is 24 feet. I could say something like, I see that the height of the building is 24 feet. I also see that the ladder leans against the building, creating a hypotenuse for my right triangle. Next, I'm going to look at the picture and read the statement. I'm going to type a sentence about what I wonder. So my sentence reads, what Windows Plus has been hired to clean the windows at a local office building. So I'm assuming this is the office building right here in the picture. It says the window of the greatest height is 24 feet. I wonder if he's not supposed to clean all of these windows up here, because then it tells me that the ladder's 25 feet. So I'm only supposed to clean up to 24 feet. Okay, that sounds cool. Those are a couple of things that I can wonder. I also wonder how far away I'm going to have to lean this ladder in order to get up to these windows. So to figure this out, I'm going to use the sum of the squares of the legs. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, which is my Pythagorean theorem. Now, since I know the hypotenuse, which is the ladder, and I know the length of the building, I'm going to go ahead and subtract C from both sides and subtract A from both sides. This looks weird. So a better way to do this would have been to subtract B from both sides. Then I would get A all by itself, and I would have C squared minus B is equal to my value. Either way, this is how I've set this up. So I see that B squared minus C squared is equal to A squared, and in order to find my solution, I can find the square root of A. In my final response, I'm going to state the answer. So I'm going to type a sentence explaining how I would find out how far the building is from the base of the ladder, and I'm going to answer that question. So I went ahead and showed you how to find that. And then when you find this value right here, go ahead and plug it in. The base of the ladder is this far from the building. If you have any questions about this writing assignment, please text me or send me an email.